Hello guys, Sean82, welcome back to brand new Star Wars Hangouts. Now today I will talk about my thoughts on the end of Star Wars Rebels and the future probably. Um, so basically Star Wars Rebels has ended. Now I might not go on about every single episode here, but I'm going to talk about certain points in the episodes. Like the death of Kanan Jarrus. Now, Kanan Jarrus' death, I feel like it could have been prevented. I mean, I don't know why you kill Kanan Jarrus off and then let his apprentice live. I mean, I feel that's a bit, not disappointing, but a bit, what's the word? A bit heartless because you let his companion live, who was a Jedi. And I mean, if Ezra is not a Jedi in whenever he comes back, and I feel like well that's a bit of a cock out. But then at the end of let's say the new trilogy, I think about the new trilogy, the old trilogy. Sorry. Um, why is it at the when Luke, Obi-Wan, and Yoda were about? Why didn't they go? I know who I'm going to contact. I'm going to contact Ezra. Ezra might help me. I mean, who knows what Ezra was doing at the end of A New Hope and at the end of Empire Strikes Back and at the end of Endor because we don't know. We don't even know where he's gone. Somewhere in the outer regions. But wouldn't he die because there's no oxygen? I mean, you can read the books and all that, but the books at the end had nothing to do with it because Rook is meant to kill, if you don't know, in the books, Rook is meant to kill Thrawn, but Thrawn didn't die at the end of this, but Rook did. So that means they're rewriting it all. So it's really, really hard to know what's going on here. I'll talk to you a bit more. Yeah, so Kane died, and I did. It was a good death and all that, but his eyes came out, and he could see his loved one, and then at the end, uh, Hera had a kid, and it was like, what the hell? Because far as we could see, we knew they were in love and all that, but far as we could see, they were hiding it from each other, and they were like, we can't come out that we love each other, blah blah blah. Not in this time and age, not the time that, and Kane especially. But then at the end, as I said, if you don't know the ending, you shouldn't watch this anyway. Spoilers. Hera has a kid, and it's got green hair, and we're like, what the hell? It's like a humanoid kid. I'm thinking to myself, he couldn't kiss her one minute. He was trying to kiss her all the way through it. And right at the end, when he was going to die, he kissed her. Kissing and, having it off, having, intercourse. Bizarre. I don't understand how she got pregnant, unless it was Captain Rex. I thought it was Captain Rex, but Captain Rex wasn't even in the ship. And Captain Rex is now all confirmed to be the old soldier at Endor. I don't know about that one either. And if you don't know, Ahsoka survived a fight with Darth Vader. Now we already knew all this, which is good. She survived. We know that. We know. If you watch at the end of series 2, she survives and she walks down. We all know she lives. We don't know if she turned bad or what. But well, I think she's turned neutral. She's the Grey Jedi. She walks into the Sith Temple at the end. We see the Emperor, played by the normal Emperor, the normal puppet Emperor, not Sam. Well, I can't remember the actor's name now. The old man who plays the Emperor, and he was brilliant. His voice was brilliant. He was really good. What was I going? I was going to keep complaining, but then we see the end where Ahsoka just enters the Sith temple as we know she did. We know what happened at the end of it, but what did she do during her time? Did she suffer? Did the Sith, voices in her head torture her? What happened? Because she was probably in the middle there as well, but and at the end of it all, the final, the rebels all survived. Ezra survived. We know Ezra must have survived. I'm pretty sure Ezra survived, even if he's middle now. Hera survived. Seb survived. Chopper survived. Did I say Hera? I might have said Hera. She's got a kid. Rex survived. Now I'll tell you who died at the end of this: Kane Jarrus and Gregor. Gregor was one of them who died. The ones who were trying to save Laval, he died, and I do feel sorry for Gregor because his death felt like a throwaway death. That they need to kill someone during that moment in time, otherwise it would look absolutely bad. You can't have all those people, and not one of them die. And then, because it was the end, I think to myself, well, what happened to Wolf? What happened to Wolf then? Is he still in Laval? What happened to Hera's family, her father, and his little group of rebels? What happened to them? What happened to Hondo, the pilot, space pirate? Did he get a medal? Did he? And why didn't the Empire return back to Laval? Because they were scared of them. They lost two Jedi. There was Hera, Seb, and what's her name? Sabine. And I'm not a big fan of Sabine. Sabine's alright, but she's not my biggest fan. I mean, they're making her something else. They're making her like I would say the Jedi, that Jedi who was a Mandalorian. They're making her like that, but I don't know if it was a man or woman Mandalorian, Jedi, whatever. They're making it like she's that, if you know what I'm saying. They're making her like that, but then they got Ahsoka there too, which is grey. And I think to myself, are they making her something in the middle? But it's really, really weird. They tell the main story, right? But they bring back all the old characters and don't say what happened to those characters. And you're like, well, what happened to this character then? What happened to that character then? I know they're not big, people, but Wolf is a big character. Wolf is still alive. What happened to him? Did he just go back to living on his own in a walker? I feel sorry for him if he did. There would be no point going back to on your own. At least he had Gregor. He had a brother. Now he's got nothing. So I don't know if he's on the foul or what. The Wolves. What happened to the Wolves? The Wolves were a bit random, I think, as well. I think they were just there to have a story plot, really. But I don't understand why the Empire didn't go back. Like Darth Vader went back and just slaughtered them all and just force choked them all. I can't see it's just because of Rogue One, because Rogue One he wasn't always there during A New Hope. Was he always there? I'm not sure, but the rebels weren't such a big threat. It was one ship, so nothing there. The Empire Strikes Back would have been a hard one. I would have thought he wouldn't have been there to try and kill the rebels. A New Hope, second Death Star. I mean, even if they didn't send a new party out, they could have sent a new general out to kill the rebels. Maybe they think it was a waste of time in the end because they kept on killing the rebels, but I'm sure Palpatine would have known that Ezra would have left, so you would have had just normal, people with just guns. So even if you sent Darth Vader out there, let's say, just to kill, maybe would have been a waste of time, they might have said, and they ain't going to do nothing to stop them. But Hera was there, so Hera did something, in Row One at the end and at the end of the Battle of Endor. Rex was there, so you had all those people were there, and you didn't send out any more ships. I know Thrawn was going to say, call for backup, and I wonder who would have been there, but no one turned up in the end. Also, that's what I was going to say. What was that? Thrawn is still alive. What's happened to Thrawn? Is he dead? I mean, the whole ship was smashed in the front. So if they go into deep space, there's no oxygen unless they have a shield. There's no oxygen. A shield keeping the oxygen in, I mean. So I wonder what's happening there. There's a lot of unanswered questions. I mean, we're gonna see, and this is the future now. We're gonna see probably a new TV or book series. I hope they do it on a TV series, but then it's gonna be a bit of Hera, a bit of Sabine, and probably Ahsoka. I mean, I don't know if Hera will pop in and her child, or the child will actually be a fully grown teenager by then. And making him called what's he called? Jason makes you think they're referring to the classics. I don't know, guys. Is he going to be a Jedi, this Jason? Is he going to be a Jedi? Is his father going to train him or something? Or Ezra's going to train this boy? You wait and see. It could happen. And it's going to be Kane's ascendant. You know it. But it doesn't make sense that neither, because Kane couldn't hardly kiss her. He was very shy in kissing her until the end, until he died. But now, apparently, he had sex with her. Does it make any sense? It was either him or Rex. And I think it was him. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Tell me what you thought of Star Wars Rebels ending and your thoughts on the future. I think there should be a new TV series, animation, probably between episodes after episode 6 and before episode 7. So with Luke, Han, Chewbacca, Leia, Kylo Ren, I will say CP3O and R2D2. I'd like to see Luke trying to build up his Jedi, and then Kylo Ren at the end, slaughtering most of them. That's the end of the video, and goodbye for now, guys. Comment, subscribe, and like. Bye bye.